You guys have a shelf in your storeroom that looks like this? Stuff kind of thrown everywhere, messy, not organized, open to the public view? This one's in my garage. Well, today I'm going to fix it up and make it a whole lot neater and a whole lot more private. I have a lot of people that come in here, look at it and go, oh, what's that for? Well, we want to avoid that being preppers. We want to keep a little bit of privacy to ourselves of what's going on. So today we got a solution for it. Today we're looking at this VEVOR metal storage cabinet. Let's check it out. All right, folks, welcome back. So really quickly, I'll show you what we have here set up in the old here. This is basically stuff that I use in the channel. I keep it out here in my garage/studio because it's easy to get at. You know, if I need a knife, if I need a stove, if I need more fuel, whatever, it's right there. It's easy to grab. What I want to do is kind of keep it a little more private. I have a lot of people that come into my house sometimes, friends that don't know I prep, maybe acquaintances, business people, whatever. And the first question is, oh, why do you have all that camping stuff? And what are fire plugs? And why do you have all that water stored? And what's all that propane? And to them, this is an entire prepper stash. They don't even want to see the other rooms. So I don't necessarily want to broadcast to the world that I have emergency supplies and gear lying out here in the open. Also, too, I want to keep them a little more secure and a little neater in here because let me tell you something. With all the stuff that I go through in here, it definitely gets to be a little crowded and a little bit chaotic. So what we're going to do today is put all this in a nice metal storage cabinet that I picked up from VEVOR. I'm going to show you that right now. All right, so it's actually hard to get this whole thing in the picture. There's a whole lot more to it down at the bottom. But this is the metal storage cabinet I picked up from VEVOR. These run about $215. Not really bad. Again, it's one of those deals where you can check it out on the site. They do have a discount code for you down there underneath in the description. This will transform your cluttered garage or your preps or whatever into a nice, organized, closed door. You know, you don't have all that stuff hanging out. It's got a capacity of 200 pounds per shelf. It does have 5 total shelves, and that's 1,000 pounds in total. The cabinet's made of a durable 0.6 millimeter steel plate, reinforced with bottom shelf stiffeners on the bottom there, and you got ample storage for pretty much everything you need. The 4 out of the 5 shelves are adjustable. Again, the bottom shelf is the one that runs along there. Putting this together was fairly simple. It's literally a screw together project. I had my drill with a Phillips bit in it. It took me about 45 minutes total, and that was with taking breaks and everything, so it's not difficult at all. A little confusing on the snaps on the side for the shelves, but once you look inside, you see the 2 holes for it, and it's like, oh, that's where they go. So it's not that bad. You do have a lock in front. Again, this is not a safe. This is not something I'm going to say put your valuables in because, let's face it, anybody could walk off with that thing. It is 95 pounds, but, you know, it's not secure. It could be drilled through. That lock could easily be broken. It could be pried open. It's more of a keeping honest people out of it and keeping prying eyes away, which is really good for me. The measurements on it are 15.75 by 31.5 inches by 70.86 inches. You got 2 keys on there. It does have an upgraded locking system. The keys are kind of unique too because they're made to flex a little bit. There's like a pivoting mechanism in them, so you won't break them if you twist them or anything. It's really kind of neat. I'll show it to you in a sec. You do have magnetic suctions on either side, so the doors close nice and secure. Nice anti-collapse design. It's set up so that it's very stable. You can mount it to the wall if you want, but it's set up so it's really, really stable and secure. So let's give you a look on the inside. All right, so you can kind of see what's going on inside here. I don't have all of the shelves in. I am missing a shelf on the bottom because I haven't decided if I want to put it in yet. I'm probably going to put the propane down all the way at the bottom on that bottom shelf and just put one row flat and then line them up like that. But as you can see, it's a very large open area. Again, not super secure, nothing you'd store anything super valuable in. This is more about keeping it organized in here, neat looking, and keeping people away from, oh, what's that? Why do you have that? You know, as preppers, we kind of like to keep this stuff quiet. We don't necessarily want to broadcast to the world. Here I am doing a YouTube video in front of 134,000 people. Anyway, you get the point. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take this over there, all right, and I'm going to show you what it looks like once it's in the place of the old one. And we're going to start filling it up. But first I'm going to show you what it looks like in the old place. It's slightly less this way, but it's slightly taller that way. So it's a little less wide, but definitely taller. So let's get it over there and see what we got. All right, there we go. It is all in place. I had a lot of crud to sweep up and mop from behind that old one. But as you can tell, looks pretty good. I still have some stuff to put in there, of course. So I'm going to start piling that stuff in, and I'll bring you back and let you see what it looks like after, and then we can compare the before and after and see what you think is better. All right, so there it is, all done, finally packed in there. I would say it took me about an hour to unpack the old one and repack this one, put it all together. It's actually very, very handy and very neat. And I got all my propane in there. Again, it's not airtight, so I'm not worried about if propane escapes. There's vent holes all through it. It's also not watertight, so, you know, if there was flooding or anything, I'd be in trouble. But it gives me a little bit of way to close it up. I can close up those doors, and nobody sees what's in there. Nobody's asking me questions, and it stays a little cleaner and more secure. I have my stoves on the top shelf. I have all my cook sets on the second shelf, along with some isobutane. I have my regular butane cans down there with some other cook stoves on the third shelf, and the bottom part is just all propane. So it's neat, it's organized, I can see everything I have. It's not all in cardboard boxes or plastic, and it's very easy to use. So another handy thing to do if you got preps lying around, you do not want to have your preps all over the place, all messy and confused. With that, I can open it up and go, okay, I got 6 of these, 2 of those, I'm ready to go. And that's why I'm showing you this, because I think this would make an excellent idea for, say, somewhere that might be a little less private, a little more public, if you wanted to store your emergency preparedness gear in without people asking too many questions or getting too nosy. You know, and I'm not really worried about somebody breaking into my house in the middle of the night and stealing my butane, but it definitely sets off alarm bells with some people. They're like, okay, he must be into preparedness. So, a little bit of way to keep everything a little private. Like I said, these go for about $215.99. Really not bad. I believe I have a code down there for getting some money off on it. Definitely well made. I got to say, when I got this, it was in a flat pack, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, you know, because it looked like it was very thin steel. But once you put everything in there, once you put it together, the way it is constructed, and you do have to screw everything together. You put the 2 back pieces together like that, and then you just attach the sides, bottom, top, you're done. The doors are super easy to put on. You just push down the little thing in there and push it in, and it snaps right into place. So it took me about 45 minutes to put together, along with stopping, getting water or whatever, you know. It's kind of hot in here that day. So very easy to do. I got to say, I'm impressed with it. It seemed to work very well, and it's going to keep my preparedness gear out here in the garage a little more private and a whole lot more organized and a whole lot less dusty, too, because it was getting really dusty and nasty in there. So, quick stats on it, okay? Weighs 95 pounds, okay? Again, the product size is 15.75 by 31.5 by 70 inches up. Each shelf can hold 200 pounds. You have a total capacity of 1,000 pounds, and I'm not anywhere near that, so I'm pretty good on that. And I'm liking it. You know, VEVOR puts out some decent, affordable stuff. You know, I looked up some of the cabinets from Craftsman, and I looked up some stuff at Home Depot, and it was just like, wow, I'm not paying $600 for that. So, you know, something like that. There you go. Anyway, that's the video for today. I will leave a link down below. Don't forget to check out all our other links down below. Check out our freeze-dried wholesaler link. That link will save you 15%. My Amazon affiliate store. If there's nothing in the store you want to buy, just click that link. Shop as you normally would. We have our My Patriot Supply link down there. That's preparewithiridium.com. Preparewithiridium.com. We got some deals going on there this month. And our Thrive Life store as well. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.